today. As you can see, I have a cracked screen on my HP laptop. This is a G62 model, and that number's down here in the corner of your screen. You can find your exact model number underneath, right here, with your serial number and everything. It's also up into the battery section. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do for this is to get your part number. So you have to make sure that your unit is unplugged and to take the battery pack out of the back of the laptop. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is a repair out of necessity. The baby dropped it off of the nightstand one night, and I called Best Buy and they said it would be several $100s to replace it. I may as well buy a new laptop. A couple of repair shops said it would cost between $90 and $100 to tell me what was wrong with it. I already knew what was wrong with it. So I looked online, and we were able to go through Amazon.com, and our part for this is an N156V6-LOB-C1, and I got it for $59.89. That was the cost of the unit plus shipping. And this was from High-Tech Parts on Amazon. We also looked on eBay, but the High-Tech Parts had offered a 2 or 3 year warranty on it also. So let's get started. Okay, so our unit is off, our battery pack has been removed, and what you're going to need for this is a handy set of small screwdrivers. We needed a small Phillips, and then a flathead or a small poly plastic material tool for prying this bezel front off. I'm just going to start it with my flathead screwdriver up at the top corner. And I've already opened this up, but I'm going to show you how to do it so that I could order my screen number. You're going to want to separate it at the corner. And they have little tools when we got our cell phone kit for replacing our cell phone screens that will do the prying for you. And I think getting it started is probably the hardest part. Okay. It's got snaps in several places along the top. And keep in mind, I have already had this open, so it's going a little easier for me than it might be. When I did this, I had a real hard time here at the bottom. And it will come. They also use a sticky adhesive on the edges. So we're just going to put that aside. And you're going to want something to hold your screws, and some of them are different lengths of a screw than others. And on this unit there's 4 screws here, well 6. I took them all out. There's 2 up at the top and 4 at the bottom. So we're going to take those out so that the screen will come forward. And that is a Phillips screwdriver. You don't want to drop your screws and lose them in a little repair like this, like I just did. Some of these screwdrivers are magnetic, and that's real handy to have. This one seems to be a very little magnetic pull on it. But as you can see, these are really tiny screws. Good dexterity helps with this. I'd actually been waiting to do this repair because I had a cut on my thumb and I couldn't get the screws. So we're just taking these all out and setting them aside. Needle nose pliers are really good for this job also. And please remember while you're watching this that I am not a computer repair person. This is just something that's coming out of necessity because I'm not paying to get a new computer, and this one's almost a year old. So then there's going to be 4 screws. I just lost that one in the back, so we'll get that in a minute. There's one here, 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 and here. And as you can see, because the screws are so short, it's real easy to drop them and lose them. So if you do, try to keep track of them. And as you can see, it's coming forward. I've already got that one out down there from before. And this is the back of the unit. Your part number is here, and on this one, like I said before, it's N1B56-LOB, and it says REV.C1, so revision C1. And there's a unit here that's plugging it in, and it says here to do not touch. So on your new unit, make sure you don't touch that. So we're just going to undo that. And this is a locking connector, and it is taped down on this unit. So that's your unit. We're just going to set that aside. And now this is removed and ready to be tossed or recycled. So we'll find a program for that. Okay, so we have our new unit. I'm going to leave the protective plastic from the shipping on it while we're working. Here's your product number here on the side. And the one that they sent me says the correct first number, but then it says L21 instead of LOB. So let's hope it's compatible. So we're just going to take our plug-in unit here. It's a lock-in connector. And it's very tiny. And it slides in, kind of like a bracelet connector. So now that's in place. Almost forgot, here's our little screw that we dropped. So now we're going to just reverse order and put the screws back in. Now so far you can see this has been pretty simple. It's been a couple weeks since we've had this happen, and being without the laptop is difficult sometimes because it's very handy to have with me for doing MapQuest, because I don't have that kind of stuff on my cell phone. Just gotta line up your screw hole. It can be tricky to do because the screws are so short. all the screws are in that hold the screen. And now we're just putting in the other 6 screws that hold the bracket that hold the screen. And of course your screws that you're screwing into are going into plastic, so you don't want to over tighten. Okay, so now we're all set. Just taking our protective screen off. This is a good time to do any cleaning on this that might need to be done around the edges. Just set that in place. Make sure everything is lined up. And then just snap it on. Now we'll just replace the battery. See? No more cracked. Obviously it has shut down from the battery, so we're going to do a launch startup repair. But our screen has been repaired. Yay! $56! I'm so happy! And that's how you fix your screen. I hope my video helped you. I am certainly pleased with this repair. I do a lot of fix it myself. Do everything you can to save money. Don't go to the repairman if you don't have to. You don't have to go buy new stuff, whether it's a computer or a washer and dryer. Just try and take it apart. It's already broken. There's not much worse you're going to do to it. But you know, you can always save yourself a couple bucks. So this computer was a year old. I'm super happy that I got it fixed. And if you like my video, give it a like, subscribe, tell your friends to watch it, and definitely save yourself some money.